Hello and welcome. Right, we are back on Hazelnut Farm. Yeah, this is... It's amazing, isn't it, how some maps I don't know what does that. Why do you just click with a map? How does it happen? Because it is magic. I mean, you know, there's none of the maps that we've got that are ever rubbish, but some just blow you away for some reason. That they just appeal to you. You know what I mean? To the way that you think and the way. I came on it with the size of this being 34 meg. I was like, yeah, no, it's I'm blown away with what they've achieved. I don't know how they could possibly have achieved 34.1 meg or something like that for this map when I've seen others that are 900 meg and they're not as good. How does that happen? It is just phenomenal. How did they squeeze so much uniqueness into that? It is just blows me away. Right, we're in September. We have... Yeah, we can sell our products at any time. We can. The oh no, they'll just like go up and down, so it's slightly above the top. We know that we've looked at the cement and that it's pretty much solid most of the time. Now then, yeah, that is not probably not a bad idea. Is to actually go and put the sell point down so we can start to see prices. I would imagine outside our very own house is probably not a bad thing on the road or right. Yes, let's try and think of this. I'd say that side because that side's going to get in the way of us swinging in all the time, whereas this side, we're not going to go that way. It's obviously going to fill in a tiny touch of this. So let's stick that down. Have we stuck the sign down yet? Oh, that's a point. Did we stick the sign down yet? I don't think we did we? Well, this would really be the place to stick it, this very place also. So let's do that as well while we are usually a bit more gathered on that. No, I haven't. I've not put the sign down. My bad. So let's stick that there as well. A little bit more, like so. Probably angled. Because it's a... Yeah, well, let's do this sideways. Then whoever was passing from whichever side could actually see it. Which I would say it did not float around now. Ooh, that didn't work as I planned, actually. Nope, no. I thought we might need to... yeah, that was my fault for doing it the way I did. So we do need to level it first, then put it down. Right, okay, so let's do that a bit differently, shall we? Let's level... We do need to do that if we're going to do the sell point there as well. Right, which we'll have to repair it and also do a little bit of cosmetics in a minute. Right, so sheds. Let's try that again. So at least it's in the right position. We don't want to be in our place, not on the road. Yeah, that's better. It is, that's much better. We'll do the colour and everything in a minute. Right, so that's that. And then right next door, we want the sell point. Sell marketing. And we want, yeah, the yellow would be almost on the road. Yeah, we know it does. We don't care. Yeah, this moving around as it does now, it's hard to get it because it like carries on turning for like a few seconds longer. It's a bit disconcerting. I'm sure that's not square. Right, and so then a bit of... Now the road is white. Not quite that white. Let's try that. That's not bad. Let's get rid of that bit of green on the outside like so. A bit just there. And then we want a bit of green back. Oh, we've gone on to the... yeah, we'll leave a little bit. That's it. And then let's put some grass back on. It's devil's in the detail, as the old saying goes, really, I always think. Not that I always thought that is true. It's when I say I always, I mean I always do now. I think that it's as a youngster, I really did not think that at all. Right, a little tiny splash just there. Right, fantastic. So then, self-marketing, selling it out here. It's right in front of the house. Fantastic. So we should now actually have prices. The one thing I will say about the prices of this is it will say it's good at mine, but it will never tell you that it has got a 33% markup, because that's the self-marketing bit. It will read the normal price. So like if it says mineral feed 1200 and the price is 1209, it isn't going to tell you that 33% extra, so that's 1600 really is what I'm going to get. It will always inflate the price of whatever we sell there, which is obviously your self-marketing. You're cutting out the middleman. So it used to be higher. It used to do 50%, but I thought it was a bit too generous. I thought if you're trying to like pull off hard economy and sort of prove that you know the game and that you know playing the game well, then really you can't be too generous, otherwise it does look a bit, you know, yeah, it does self-defeating, because you're giving yourself a leg up. Hard economy is tough, but you sort of do, as I'm used to it now, it's just normal to me now for it to be as it is. Right, I'll just switch my top computer off. It's just finished loading the episodes, so let's just close the computer down. It has been on for hours. I apologise for this, but it's one of those things that wasn't quite ready. Done. Brilliant. Oh, TV. Yeah, it's on for hours. It's a real workhorse, that laptop. So I try to look after it. It's sort of got special heat things and all things to keep it sort of like down, but it's still occasionally, it's had a couple of blips recently where I'm like, oh, is my studio PC, is it, you know, as it's sort of coming to the end of its time. So I've tried to give it special attention. Right. I'm thinking, why am I telling you this? Well, because I like to tell you these things. Yeah, it's true. There's no, it's important details, because it just fleshes out like what people think of you and like, you know, your setup and all the rest of it, which I think is an important detail. Right, so 376,717, we could at any time grab our mineral feeds. Did it say it was green? I think it did it? Why has my mouse disappeared? Because it's on the other computer that's now gone. That's better. Right, okay, so the mineral feed is... oh, it really is, yeah, more. So let's do that. Oh. What? Why is that? I've never ever seen it do that before. Whoa, what is happening with that? Is that my gamepad having a moment? Alright, let's try that again. Or is it the mouse? It was only when I did the mouse, wasn't it? Oh, it is as well. It's the mouse that's doing something. It's not coming onto the screen properly. Sometimes, right. Apologies, I'm going to have to stop this 1 minute. I've had to this one... Hello and welcome. Now that was a little bit exciting. I've never quite had that happen in the way that it did. Yeah, that was a bit... It was the mouse. And I've got a second mouse plugged in. I'm not sure whether it was the other mouse that's been fine for months that just all of a sudden decided it was... Or I have got a piece of software, and it's done that once before a long time ago, where... That's not too far, is it really, actually? Yeah, where it was... when I accidentally left the mouse on the computer I just switched off, the software should switch, and it does. It's frequently how... It's not the first time I've ever done this, but just on this odd occasion, it does this sort of little bit of a blip. So, yeah, it's about... I think it is the second time it's actually happened. So it's not frequent, but that was... I've never seen it do that before. It's spinning the... It's because the mouse is trying to enter the window, but it can't, and it's sort of like thrashing against the side, which is a bit odd. What does that look like? Not too bad, apart from the bit of brown that appeared. I don't know why that happened, but let's grab this. I don't know why I've picked the slowest tractor we've got. We've got 2 or 3 really fast tractors, and I've picked the one that goes 17 miles an hour. You know. I know it can cope with a lot of weight. It's the reason I've mainly done it. This is true, but yeah. Right, let's get that. I love my articulated tractor. I just wish it was a bit faster. You can sort of make it flip around, sort of quite a tremendous thing, as if you get the right way. Just like that, you know, where you do its articulation and nothing else can turn like an articulated tractor. It is just the best for that kind of thing. So, right, so I've got 64 tons, 45 tons of that, and here we go. 61 tons of this. Fantastic. Yeah, still not tweaked that. Yeah, it went wrong a few months ago and was spitting into the body of the... self-sufficiency, so I literally did an operation where I brought in the one from another, but it still doesn't come down very far, even though in the i3D it shows it goes all the way to the floor. It doesn't. It's really bizarre. So although I fixed it, it's still not fixed. It's just a bit annoying because I've spent quite a lot of time now and trying to fix it, but it's just not quite there. Right, so we're going to do all of this. We are. It's just... Yes, the other thing is with articulated tractors, you do lose your... If you don't use articulated tractors like all the time, that the ability to snake, you know, left or right, you know, when you're reversing and that, you lose a little bit of that skill in your head. That's why I was going the wrong way. That's why I never, like... Wow, not bad. Is that picking up my... Yeah, it is. No, it's going to be about right. About 90 odd or something like that for like all of it. Which it is. Say it isn't brilliant. It's just good. It's, yeah, it keeps the money together. Mineral feed is not like... Pig food's a really good one. I mean, that is just tremendous. And obviously we all know that fertilizer's probably one of the best. Yeah, I don't do it very often, but it is a, you know, really very, very good. Even on hard economy, it's good. It's, you know... Obviously, the other thing is, I played on normal for a very long time, so those, you still get those prices sort of fixed in your head of like what you used to, and I'm still not quite used to hard economy because I played on normal for so many years. Right, 13,000. I keep forgetting how quick that is. Waiting for it to fill, and it's actually already filled with what was left. So, right, so we do need to wait until these fields are empty, and then we're going to buy them. We could buy that one now because it looks. Or is it empty, or is it the draw distance? I think it's empty. I think that one's good to go. So we shall buy that. I do like the traffic as well. That's another thing I'm going to deliberately draw everyone's attention to. It does travel, but it's not like, you know, every single second so it drives you crazy. There are times when there's nothing on the map. Like, you know, like a sleepy town would be that, yeah. And then like in the back corner of your eye, you see the traffic, you know, like 2 or 3 pieces of traffic. And then it starts to go on this road. You know, I really like it. I think it's been done very well. And that's what I'm saying. How they have done what they've done in 34 meg is beyond me. Because I have seen Oxygen David maps and things, they're like always monstrous because he pays such attention to, but so is this, and yet it's only 34 meg. How come? How could they do that? It's just tremendous. So up to 474947. Can we do the animals now? Shall we do the animals now? We did move that out of the way. I think no, because of reducing the money for the sales. Is all I'm going to say. Yeah, so let's go through. We've got all of the winter. We did say this, so let's like concentrate on that. So we've got this big chunk of change in case we get something big, and we've not, you know, we've reduced the money. Because if I take 300 odd thousand out of that, we're left with 174. And then you could miss out in the sales. We've got, yeah, what I mean is it's not going to make any difference. We need the animals as well. So we need to do both. So we do need, truthfully, if we're going to do milk as well, we're going to have to put honey down. If we're going to do honey chocolate. And that, again, is going to take another 60, maybe 80 to 100,000 odd with those. So all in all, we'd blow most of that to achieve our end, including the actual dairy as well. If we're going to go super, which we are, we want the business to be really good. Obviously, the other thing is every month we go through, we're going to earn an extra 50 odd grand with a super cement factory. With the produce that we've got there, again, we are going to make quite a lot of cash. Now, I'm not sure with this. Have we got... We haven't got a flatbed, have we? On this, have we? No, I know which one I'm thinking. I'm thinking of the one. Yeah, we can buy out my flatbed whenever, can't we? That's not going to hurt. Yeah. So on another Let's Play, all of the things are sticking in my head what I've got on that, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm not on that Let's Play. So no, we haven't. But we did say a long time ago that I could buy my self-made one at any time. Well, it's also less than 5,000, but I mean, we did specifically mention this as well. So yeah, let's speed time up and go through till we've done. Yeah, no, we've done everything. No animals as of yet. We'll hopefully, it's going to be our next thing. So let's go through till about 1 o'clock and see what we see. Right, we're doing. Oh, okay, just one thing. So this will be the month where you'd hardly get anything. Yeah, which the sales have picked up on. So let's just buy that and go straight on till tea time. So 5 o'clock. Yeah, so it's 2. Oh, okay, 7 o'clock there. We should stop doing that. Right, we need a bit of light. Let's pop over to the store. Because it's light. Yeah, you can sort of see the light here is what I'm thinking. If you face the light, that is, it looks a lot better. So let's see what we have got now. Not a lot. And we won't buy that. That is very reasonable for that. Very reasonable. Still not brilliant though. What I mean is, yeah, it really is as if it is that month where things go really bad. Oh, fantastic. So what is it? Oh, brilliant. The Devour Trees. Fantastic. We do need that. We do want the capacity to be 15,000. Definitely buy. I like it, the white colour, actually, that it is. Very rarely change it. So, Oh, now we need a roller. That is an amazing price, is it not? Mind you, it's good anyway. Yeah, it is. It's about the same price as a BI Industries one is. No, actually, BI's is 27,777. So no, it's quite a bit different. I don't know why I even thought that. Right, fantastic. Now, being as it is dark, let's go through straight away till the morning. So it's light, and we'll do the selling then. Not bad, not bad. Although we should be going till 9 now, but that it'll do. It's still just about light. Can we afford anything this morning? Ooh. It's the 6 meter, which is never understood why something bigger is so much more expensive. Wow, this shows that we did have a lot of cash for it to. We almost have bought everything. And, wow. Almost everything. That is tremendous. 2 things that we couldn't afford. That's the same as we've got already, isn't it? It is indeed. Right, let's get this done. Have we... It's just harvester in the way. Yeah, just a little. Just a little. I don't think we'll do the cuts through either. We'll go the long way around because this is a bit of a beast. But we could stick it on the verge. It's not sure if it still would be classed as their garden. Obviously, even though obviously in America the maps are often done like this, there really would be some kind of thing on the edge to sort of show you that when actually you're on someone's garden. Whereas, yeah, it is true. So we want... So that is a bit of a bit... I would imagine that's going to be quite heavy. I believe it was shown on a Xerion on the picture originally. So I'd imagine that's going to be sort of fairly hefty. I do like the way that the shop front's been done as well. Ooh, might not quite be. Yeah, am I going to hit that just about? Just about to get away with it. No. You nudge it. It's going to be a right block, that is. Ooh. Surprisingly not as heavy as I thought it was going to be. I'd sell the trailer first because it's half hanging out of the... So, let's grab that. Oh, it's not got it. Oh, that has. Yeah, now the one thing I am going to say, now, I bought Chris S. and Riley S's one that was real and not ethereal. That seems to grab it almost every time on first time. Whether it was a bit of a fluke or not, but it... As I've come back to NASA's, and on the last Let's Play I accidentally bought Chris S. and Riley S's. This is distinctly not doing the first time quite frequently, so it does make me wonder if it really is something to do with Chris S. and Riley S's... that didn't seem to be a very big markup. No, it didn't, not really, but yeah. It does vary. I have said this, it's not always... Now we need the lorry. We have got a dolly though. Yeah, it's true we have actually. Yeah, we'll use a dolly. That's it. That is a whopper. Oh, wow. That was a tremendous amount. Yeah, that's got its... I was going to do the mowing once, but it's true. We've achieved what we needed to achieve with the grass that we did. We really blew that out of the water with grass, but we don't need... Ooh. Yeah. Gonna have to reset that. It's like, for some reason, it's switched. We've seen this a few times, actually, yeah, where weird things happen to these, and they connected to things that they shouldn't have done. So it's almost like it switched the tension straps on. Just see if that's enough, or is it actually... It is as well. Yeah, it's actually literally done that as well. Again, Nazas. Not, you know, I mean, it's just one of them things. It's not his fault in his defense. The game does weird things. Right, so we're going to keep the Dalbo. Yeah, I didn't realise how much I liked the Dalbo until it was gone, and then obviously someone has like converted it from FS22. I really do like it, and although I think the 24 meters extortionate, because it's not just double in price, it's like I think it's almost 3 or 4 times the price. I like the big one. If I get it in the sales, I'll usually buy it because I do like it a lot. Yeah, I just don't... I'm not willing to pay the extortionate price for it brand new. I think it's terribly expensive. Right, fantastic. So then let's just drop that off. Yeah, keep knocking the cones down, and of course they reset, and every time they're back in the right place, but it doesn't take me long to keep knocking them around. Yeah, it's so we want the tree devourer. Means we can get on with our business in a little while. Never use that sprayer. The thing is, you don't always use them. Sometimes you might only use them once in an entire Let's Play. But you can... I mean, if it's the... if it's a proper spray, you know, like a one that's got self-powered, then I will frequently use that as the sprayer as well, as in like for liquid fertilizer. I frequently do because I love using those. Not that I don't like using those, it's just the speed. It makes a lot of business sense on why you would actually use that particular thing. So that's that. That's it. I knew there was something else I'd got to do. Or 2, in fact. Yeah, and that was quite a good thing as well. And we were going to use that. We're going to grab the stone, but we don't need to at the minute. We're not getting anywhere near out. So we put hundreds of thousands of litres in. So we've got 269 still, 20 odd thousand litres of each of those products. So it's going to take quite a bit of loading and unloading. So I think we'll do that. Trying to think, I'd like to do a bit of chopping the trees down. So let's get a couple of months in, and then next session we're going to do the tree chopping. Yeah, I'd like to work on what you think is important for the Let's Play. You know, like any changes you need where you're trying to make the farm. Also, we do need some sheds, and I'm a bit... Or where do we put the sheds? Oh, we have got a lot of land. What I mean is, at the minute we seem to be centering around the house rather a lot, which I'm not sure the missus would be very happy about that, really. And you as well. Wow, nearly 500 grand. Amazing. Fantastic. Did we? No, we didn't. We didn't quite finish. No, we've got a couple of things left to buy. And being as we're going to spend a fortune as soon as possible. Ooh. Yeah, they've got a lot of neon colours. Really powerful and punchy. Not colours that I would personally ever want, but yeah, I mean, they are still amazing. I mean, wouldn't do for us all to like the same, would it really? It's a bit too bright for me. Yeah, that's got it. Ooh, okay, didn't like that. Did I buy this with... Yeah, there's one of these that goes into the ground. Yeah, that's gone into the ground a little as well. But I don't think I didn't... Sure I didn't buy the wheels on that. Otherwise the thing would be sticking out a little. Even though you can. I didn't buy them, I don't think. But you never know. Right, last thing then. Let's get this sold. And then we will push on. It does obviously... It extends the months somewhat doing this. And I know we've still got... I haven't used the telehandler for the store. Here we go. Here we go. No, a second. Third time. I must actually do that as a bit of a test just to see, is it that? You know, or is it a bit of a fluke? Because a lot of it is the ability for the game to listen to you. Now, shouldn't be too busy, but obviously all of the time the computer's processing, and it is a heavy engine, so it does make you wonder, is it that? And what I mean is, if we chose... Well, I'm game to... I think we can afford £2,000. We could always lease it anyway. And use it for a few minutes. It's not a bad thing. So let's do it. Telehandler tools. Let's go for Chris S and Riley S's. And see... Telehandler pallet fork. Let's keep it what I had it before. No, let's not. Let's go unrealistic. I presume that's like NASA's, where it goes ethereal. Ooh. Just puts a little bit of writing at the back. We're using a manufacturer that they don't know about. Yeah, it will not have red rock. Fortunately. So let's have like none. Right, let's in fact, yeah, let's move ours out of the way and we'll grab the shops and we can stick that on. And let's reset that poor weight that I picked up and then immediately dropped it on the floor. No, it's the other one. Yeah. Yeah, straight away, almost immediate. A few minutes later, I literally dropped it sort of straight on the floor. I must sort out its picture as well. Yeah. I created the picture with Giant's own sort of software. It's annoying that it doesn't do its job properly. I have to... so that's that. And I think that's down the other end. No. That's that's front loader one. I'm just trying to decipher which one's the right one. It will be this one. Alright, so let's see. Going forward. Let's just... Oh, I didn't put the hitch on this, did I? Not that it's important at the minute. No, it is really. Yeah, we need to buy the... I know what we'll do. We'll make this be slightly different so we know that this is the shops. We'll do it all red. So let's customize it and give it a pinage. Otherwise it's... beacon, yes. Pinage, yes. Right, let's grab... the 3 points at the back. Now this is the shops, remember. So that's £2,000 it owes you. And another 4,700. So let's go red. No, let's not. Let's go black. It's already that. Let's just keep it black. Yeah. Then we know. So let's add that back to our money. 4,700. Fantastic. Brilliant. So that is now we're quits. Let's just grab that. Oh, I forget. Oh, yeah, my bad. So let's try this now. Is it ethereal? Am I right in the unrealistic? In this meaning it's... No, it doesn't. So what does that... Okay, well that's interesting. We shall see what it means. It's still solid. I thought it would mean like Naz as it was ethereal, but it doesn't. Right, where is the Unihid? It is there. Fantastic. So the shop one's got a black one. Ours has got red and white. Just only for the fact that we know whose is whose then, really. Right, so let's go through till dinner time. We did sell the last thing, yeah. Ooh, a little bit more than I thought, but you do... If you go touch that 8,000 odd, it really goes mad. So another opportunity to buy one of the big ones by hands. Yeah, now these options are staying off a lot. So I think either the game sorts it out better since the shop is doing, we've been given this ability to have so many items. And obviously it is important that you do have that ability. Now then, is that the one that we ordered? No, definitely not. No, we've not ordered a 19.2 meter. Period. I think that's the biggest one in the game, isn't it? I think. Presently. Yeah. Let's grab that. Do we keep the fence? Yeah, we've only got the real big monster, and it is nice to have a big tractor so that it can travel fast. Although no, that we've got that one. We have got that one. Do we need any more? I think we've got more than enough tractors, if I'm honest. I think we'll carry on. We will use... We'll see. No, we've got a goal. Let's just... Because this is 40 miles an hour, this one. It is quite amazing. So let's stick this so that it's... So we're not really doing the mowing a lot. We've repaired this little lot as well. It is a beautiful tractor. Oh, we did say a long time ago we were going to give this its accoutrements. It's got some fantastic skull eyes and pink eyes and stuff like that. And I actually do like the pink. I do. It's quite punchy, the colour through the eyes. Yeah. So I've sort of partially cured my pink bow because I actually choose on purpose pink, which is, for me, quite a special sort of moment. Yeah, with my upbringing, it's true. It's yeah. Let's also spend this and upgrade it to no, not that one. It's a bit. Yeah, that's the one I'm willing to spend 36,000, and we want the bullhorns. Yes, and with lights. Yes. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, skull eyes, yes. Yeah, I actually quite like it. It's really nice. I didn't show it in the shop. Daytime LED. Okay, we'll go for that too. Loader attached. No, we've got, yeah, tell you. Main colour. No, I like the black. I do like it. Would it look nice with red? A little touch of red. Oh, yeah, I do like that. So we've pimped it a little. Why is its pink lights not lit? Oh, is it? Ah, when the engine's lit. Oh, yeah, I do like that. Maybe the pink daytime LEDs detract a little from the pink eyes. Just checking. Yeah, no, it's all right. I sneezed and I managed for once to stop the recording for a second. So, yeah, maybe it could be true. I think it looks a bit better with just the skull eyes. The others sort of detract from a little. But it's beautiful. 40 miles an hour. Fantastic. Right, so then I think we bought everything. Did we sell everything? I'm not sure. I got carried away with pimping my ride. You've got to do these things sometimes, really, I think. So that's good. Ah, that was it. I knew there was something. Oh, and that as well. How long has that been? No, I think it's yeah, I'm sure we've not forgotten it. We would have seen it when we were here a few seconds ago. So first time that got that. Yeah, so maybe the NASA way then, this Ethereal way, does something to the game listening. Because it does definitely not always do it first time. Sometimes it's as much as 3 or 4 times that NASA's actually listened, so... Let's grab that beautiful tractor. So are we... No, we've got a goal. To lose 170 grand at this precise moment is quite bad. It's just the it's just the Wii phone that's been there forever. So, much as I love this, I think we'll just pimp that one and we'll keep that as the runaround. Well, and a tractor, but I mean at the minute while we're here, if anything needs dragging, then we'll drag it. Nearly. I do love my big fence. I do, because they're really good steerers for saying how big they are. So 478984. Brilliant. Let's go through till tea time. We're nearly there anyway, but just see. Let's go 6 maybe? Will we get away with the darkness at 6 o'clock? Not really. Yeah, let's go and peek over here a little. Alright, so, yeah. And you as well. Oh, my life. Got a lot switched on. And let's whiz through. Not wasting any time at all. I'm trying to fine tune this so that it really does not waste a lot of time. Not terrible. That's not too bad. 17 minutes. Ooh, I like this. The Agrio, the Unimog. Another one of the one that we've got. I do like this one a lot, actually. I do. No, that's it. Oh, there's still 2,000 editions. Sidewall and room colour. You can. Is it the grey? Yeah, you were right for once. And wow, I can even afford the Agrio. I nearly modded that one when I first do. Yeah, no, it's well worth doing two. I've got 2 items left when we've like sorted this lot out and sold everything. Right, let's try going through till the morning there. I'm just thinking of the daylight. No, we're going to lose it. Can't. That's what I say. Sometimes you just got to do it. It's unfortunate, but you have. Yeah, because obviously I do choose to do this, and it is a really good sort of thing. I'm trying to like get it as fast as I possibly can, so that you're minimising the time for everybody that you're watching the same old thing. Because you can't escape from the fact that you are doing the same old thing. You know, rinsing and repeating, and there's not much you can do. But I suppose I look at it this way. Well, yeah, but if I was doing contracts, you'd be seeing me like do contract after contract after contract if I was doing that for the farm. So yeah, I'm sort of trying to be balanced about it. Is there anything else we needed to... No, they're mostly vehicles, aren't they? I'm tempted to keep this, but we have got a plan, it is true. Alright, is there anything else we needed to grab? But we can grab with this. I think, yeah, we did have something, but I don't think we put the hitch on it. No, so we need... What's that? Yeah, just those 2 items. It is an amazing bit of kit, this is. How zippy it is. It's just something else. Probably one of the best steerers of, like, in the game for a lorry. It's just, obviously, its purpose is to whiz things around at an airport, and it really is quite amazing because of that. Fantastic. Ooh. Yeah, I keep forgetting I'm not used to having NASAs that you sort of go into things. But yeah, these straps are like working every single time, first time round. So I've got to be honest, I've got to give Chris S and Riley S the thing, because it makes quite a difference, because you like click, 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 you know, and then you think, all right, I've got it finally. If you've got a tool that clicks first time and catches it every single time, that's a massive advantage. So I might have to. It says, no, I'm not on the... Yeah, you've got to be on the thing, though. You can't, like, tell it off or think, ooh, that's not working properly, when you can't really blame it for that. Right, so... Yes. And yes. Ooh, fantastic. We've broken the 500 grand. So, this... Yeah, my very large one, for some reason, again, a new editor... It's broke it. I haven't touched it. It's been working for ages. Then all of a sudden, it won't load anymore. And I'm like, well, why is that? And I think, well, you've got a new editor. You know, you don't need to do anything. It just breaks things. Ooh. Headlight moves a bit. Yeah, no reason. All of a sudden, it's not working. Alright, so let's grab... we might be able to grab it, it's true, but I'm not sure whether this will get away with like carrying something that heavy. We might once we get to the crop chaser on the back, because that is heavy. It's not wanting to turn though. Can we? No, we need to let go. Sure, we could do sideways, I suppose. Oh, and now we're attacking the centre tunnel. Now this has got a hitch that not a lot of things like. Yeah, the crop chaser, the Amity. I love it. It's my preferred trailer. Oh, it's not really trailer, I know, but it's not wanting to. Even with that as ballast, it's still not. Must be fairly hefty. That must for that to be overcoming that. I thought the two might balance each other out, which is why I went for doing this that I wouldn't normally do. But I do say this, I like sometimes to try things, you know, like, well, what are the limits of the... So occasionally I don't mind making myself look silly or doing something that's a bit weird, because you've got to, like, figure these things out. So just about managing to keep the 3 wheels of the 4 like down, and it is heavily leaning to the left, so the physics are right. So, $550,000, not bad at all. Right, let's go through till the morning, November. Ooh, 9 o'clock as well, not bad. Yeah, it's a bit of a fluke though. I don't get used to it. It's, yeah, it does easily. Oh, it's got one of those murky days. Plenty of tractors. It's weird, isn't it? You can get no tractors, and then all of a sudden you get loads of tractors all drop on one day. Always go the long way around with this. Never... Yeah, that's it. No options. And... no options. That Micheletto's a very good price. It is. Wow. It's not going to make us a lot though, but I very rarely... I remember having this for the first time on Frontier, this particular sprayer, because it wasn't like me. This is a nice little tractor, but we've got enough really. We know we're not going to make a lot from it, but you know, we'll sell it. It's still 21 grand. Right, so then. It's noisy, this is. Very noisy. So, but I'd imagine, I've got to be honest, that's probably realistic. I'd imagine that it's sort of like an old tractor, isn't it? Let's be honest, that's why it's so cheap. It's almost like a barn find. So I'd imagine if I think back to what the engines were like many years ago, the old diesels, boy, were they noisy. They really were very, very noisy. So it's probably about right. Right, so we had quite a few tractors. Let's have a go. Yeah. Bergman. And we've got the Micheletto. Fantastic. So let's grab that. Yeah, I think it... Yeah, I was just thinking to myself, I think it's time for you to, like, leave everything alone that's less than about 30 grand. Sort of speed things up. Yeah, like the Mickey letter. I know it's all money. We all know this, but it's sort of just at this sort of state of the game, it's like it stretches each day, and I'm trying to minimize that. Wow. Surprised that never popped. Now that grass has been a very well placed bit of grass. I'm very, very pleased with that. Yeah, it did make 4 grand, but that's what I'm saying. It's I think this is the last one. I think. Yeah. We can get through to December. I'm trying to think. I bet this has been a fairly long session, actually. And again, we've done all we've done is buy and sell. But then getting through the winters always, no matter what you do in the Let's Play, it is. I mean, this is achieving the end that we wished. So do we place the animal enclosure down? Do we do that? I think we'll go a little bit more. I think if we were touching 700 grand, to steal 300 is not too terrible. So let's just go through a little bit more. Let's go through to dinner. And then we'll go through till tea. And see what we get. Oh, things like that. They're the things that are... I mean, you can't get them all the time. I'm not for a minute thinking, but we have had a few days where you do get like 3 or 4 massive items. So we've done the extension. Green. Mr. CDP would be very happy. It's a beautiful tractor, this is. It is, again, an old barn find. It's a black sheep modding one. Yeah, I love it. It's not a bad one to have as a first thing. Maximum of one of them is 224, I think. Horsepower, that is. Let's scoot through till tea time. A little bit of an overshoot there, but it is so easy. So that one, yes. Last thing. And we'll go through till 0 hours. 0 to 100 hours, as they say. Yeah. Ooh. That's it. And, ooh. Wow. How many times have we had this? We could have had 3 of these by now. Amazing. No. We did say 30 grand, but it's... Yeah, I always say this is reasonable. You know, it's within the range, really. I don't want to go all... I don't want to stick to only doing... Yeah, we need my light on, aren't I? Being as it's dark and we've got such a lot to sell. Oh, that's a nice colour. I do like that. I do, actually. I really think that's a very snazzy colour. Yeah, I like that. The Deutsch screen in metallic. bit badly damaged, but not sure if that's actually passed. I think it is. I don't think that's in the box. So it is a bit. It's not the best at steering. It's the one thing that always stands out to me. That it's a beautiful bit of kit, but it really is not too fancy. Yeah, and obviously the bad thing about these old tractors is the fact that they're not. The lights are not too brilliant, which is true. I mean, it would be. That's the way it would be. So. Can you manage this? It's a bit of a beast. I do think one thing that's just sort of struck me is the fact that Black Sheep Modding's obviously... yeah, we can't get out like that. Right in the middle of that. Is quite a John Deere fan. Yeah, obviously the HX20 should have given it away like many years ago. I always used to love that mower stroke mulcher, but yeah, it's amazing how something can take so long. Now then, is that hours? No. Oh, yes, it is. See, that's bad. Need to get ours out of the way. So we're not selling ours. Good job we looked. Lights. Yes, lights. Now then. So let's get rid of the further back things. Would you believe that was worth more than ours? Right. Another biggie. And there's the trailer as well. That's the last thing. Yeah, for me as a content creator, it's also a bit like it's, you know, I'm at the shop again. I was saying this on one of the other Let's Plays. Ooh, lights. You know, I keep thinking, I think, well, yeah, but what can you do? This is it. Now, that's more like it. Let's go through till the morning then. Oh, no, we're not finished. We'd run out of money, haven't we? We might actually do it. We've done well on this Let's Play. When you consider we've went right up to, it was about 600,000-700,000 before. Oh no, we don't need this. No, it's vehicles. We just need to grab them. Yeah, due to get the land that we've got, it was 600 odd, and then we got 141 after. So again, 700, and we're doing it again. Now, can we grab that? Crampy. No, I don't think we can. It won't let us, I don't think. You could with Biggins. But we have got the Massey, so I'm not worried. Yeah, we'll go through to the morning and then we'll leave it on December morning. Massey, and let's grab that trailer 2. I love my Masseys, yeah. Now these are, I can always see why Daggowin is his preferred, because they are beautiful bits of kit. Yeah, I think they're, in my personal opinion, the very best steerers in the game. There's no easy way to say it. I think these have got the edge on. Tend to be a little bit light in comparison to other manufacturers. That's possibly part of their steering ability, is the fact that they're light. And 140 and 157. Ooh, we've done it. Brilliant. Let's go through till the morning then. Excellent. I think we'll be buying some animals next session. Ooh. Bad. My bad. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, the field roots. Are we going to buy that for ourselves? I do love this. I do. I really do like this a lot. So this is for us. Yeah. We'll keep it the colour it is. Yeah, so that's for us. And we'll buy and sell everything, and then we're going to leave it here. Because I think we've achieved our goal. No, we'll leave it. We did say 30 grand. I know, obviously, the Acumobile we did because it was... Yeah. Are we going to make use of the... It's a good price. I'm thinking... I know we've got the... But this is really for, like, strapping things on. And if we're moving the stone, I'm thinking that would be perfect for us. So, again, another bit of a loss of buying things because that's for us. Right, so let's get this done. Long time since I've had this. I love this. It's I think I've only had it on Silver Run because I've never really concentrated on logs a lot. But it is of all the things I had on Silver Run, this is probably the thing I remember as this is, you know, this was the best thing that I, you know, discovered on Silver Run was that. But I've never had it since. Typically. Yeah, it's true. And the field pickup is for us, so... Yeah, so the drop deck is we're keeping. I think we've spent quite a bit, actually, that we shouldn't have done. Field pickup is for us to... Ah, that's it. I thought there was something else, because we were quite a bit over 700 grand. Testing to see whether I need to tweak this or whether the super needs to be ramped up as well. Yeah, so we want supers, which is going to be 37, I think, for the biggie. Super soy, super guavine, absolutely. So let's stick that. Come on, surely you can... Yeah, I don't really want to, like, put it down. Is that enough root? I think it is. Yeah, I think that's all. It still did a horrible lump after all that. You're trying to, like, be... It's Gordon Bennett. Did it do a lump or what? What? Seriously? That's absolute... Why has it raised it and then, like, lowered it? Oh, I don't know. I never will know this... And typically it's like the worst possible bit. This bit here needs to be level. This is the bit that needs to be level. So we need basically to work from this bit here because that's got to be your lorry needs to be level with that. You know, when you're like backing up to it. Because if it's on a higher patch of ground, it does cause issues as like, why is that? No, it's not. Oh, no, it is a bit. Yeah, so let's just extend that a little bit more around here. So that's nice and level. What, amazing that, oh no, it does get rid of it. And then we'll just soften that bit because that's not so important. Just, yeah, the bit that is really important is where you drop your manure, water and that type of stuff. Everything else is, well, this would be if we were collecting the pallets, but we're obviously going to be distributing it, so that's not so important. So let's get some water in there and let's get some wood chips. We are going to do some more roots as well, but I'm thinking the session's probably about right now. So I'll leave this and we'll do some more next session. Now, I did this, if this was a short run, I'd be about finishing about now. Yeah, done a couple of extreme short series, and I'm sort of thinking, yeah, but I've done already quite a few long sessions on, which is the beautiful German map that I've gone on. Yeah, I must finish North German country as well, because that's a gorgeous map. A very, very skilled map maker has done that one. So we need to grab... we're not that far away from grabbing our manure, so let's go grab 70. Can it cope with 70 tons of manure? I think we upped its... yeah, we did, exactly. So it can just cope nicely. I love the way that copes with its 70 tons. It just keeps pushing at the end. What, there's 30 tons in that bit, is there? Nah, we all know it's... yeah. I am surprised in a way, though, that the game doesn't work out the 70 tons and do it a different way. But, yeah, it is what it is. Let's get this done. We'll get the guar beans going. So this is overkill, because that's only a standard production, so it's never going to... But I just want to see... Is it really going to ramp up? Yeah, here we go. Here we go. I just need some of this manure, so we'll fully get this. And while it's filling, we'll go grab the water, which I think is in front of us. Have we? We haven't bought one of our tankers, have we, actually? Yeah, manure. Right, so then we've got our our sort of tanker there. I think it's a third. Yeah, well, it doesn't really matter how big it is. It'll do the job. Let's just grab. You will do. You're a little bit slow, but you're definitely strong enough, and that's the main thing we need. A sturdy. But that football gets everywhere. So we will be buying about now some fields. So it looks like the last farmer didn't treat his field terribly well. Yes, let's grab some water, get this loading. And then whilst they're all, the water's going in the other, we're going to, are we going to use this year? Use the slurry tanker? Well, I want to see if the map reset's been fixed, because it was broken a long time ago, where your worker goes working, and it goes basically that it's empty, and it wasn't. It kept on doing it. I tried it, and I loved it. It's an amazing, good capacity, decent. You can stick the things on the back of certain models, so you can like go big. But it just kept saying, "Oh, I'm empty," and I'd jump in, and it would like not be empty at all. And I'm like, "This is lousy weather, innit? It really is." Can't see where I'm going. No, we can't squeeze past because it's not a very large entrancey bit. So let's... Gordon Bennett, it's dangerous. It really is. We need to be... Yeah, we're going up the... It's not too terrible. That is actually the proper way into that field. I can't see where I'm going. I know there's something somewhere about here. Oh, I knew I was going to do that. I thought you're going to hit that with a roller Christie. And it's true, I did. Right, now this is going to be easy to unload. Let's get the water going, and let's get a tap fitted too, so that we can just keep unloading. Right, so 24,000 litres, not a bad capacity really. It's a little bit slow, but not terrible. I could quite easily put up with this. So it's sort of got quite a few uses. You know, I mean, you can use it as your water tanker, or you can use it as your slurry spreader. So it wouldn't matter if we really didn't use it. But I am going to. Yeah, I'd like to. Anyway, that's the plan. Although, it is true that what I do find is if you're using a seeder or a planter that has got the ability to fertilise, well, you've got it covered already. It sort of like makes it... so we just need to go here. Be careful. We're going to wallop that. I knew it. Yeah. Can we squeeze past? Sort of going to scuff the tyres a little, aren't we? Right, so let's stick a tap down where I normally do. I'm glad I've made my tap. I'm quite happy that I did that, actually. Yeah. No, it's containers. And yeah, let's twizzle it around. Yeah, it's quite pretty. It's very bee-eyed. Very bee-eyed. Very much like a... And it does, I gotta be honest, I can see that it's a tap. I mean, it's a... Right, so let's dump. And let's fill as well. Which we're not somehow getting. Ah, so we weren't quite close enough. Now, it won't take long to fill this anyway. I'm forgetting it's like not exactly massively storaged, is it? It's like 37,000 litres or something like that. 47. We did increase. I thought I increased a little. It's not going to take a long time, is it, to do? While it's doing that, we could be switching it on. We want it on distribute. Yeah, these aren't a made-up a fantasy thing. They really are a proper product, guar beans. Yeah, so... Is that filled, or did it just empty it all? Yeah, not quite. No, it didn't quite empty it. It should let us know, because the engine will slow down when it's filled. Yeah. Well, it won't actually, because it's still trying to empty, even though it can't. Yeah, it does that thing. Yeah, the game remembers that it's like stuck on, you know, pump. Because if you go over another thing, it will pump it out straight away, which is, I think, quite amazing. As I said, there are some things that are obviously quite a lot better than FS22 and 19. I sort of often forget that because I'm totally aware that the game's broken in so many ways, but I do sometimes have to think, well, yeah, but it's not all, you know, you've got to like... Right, so that should now do that. Let's switch the shipping factory on, because that's also... So we need to, first of all, the most important thing we need to do is stick on the guar glue maker, which will call for the guar beans. And then we need to stick everything on. Yeah, remember there's two sets of things. So one's for converting the other wood chips, so we don't need that one. Yeah, particle board. So let's stick, is that the... No, that's proper. No, that isn't. So that is... That isn't. So that is... Yeah, I'm converting from the other one. I played with the normal wood chip one. That's obviously is another modder's. To convert wood chips? No, only that's my popular one. Yep, so fantastic. So that we've got 120 odd. We will, obviously, we're going to do some more. But it's not a super. I just want to see how good that goes. Right, so this is now in business, and the guar beans. And they are. I did actually create those. You can see that they are like a bean pod. They are my own concoction. That was one of the hardest things I've ever done in the game. Actually getting those to be... They're like changed tomato plants. They're a base game tomato plant, so I worked with that and then added the pods. It took best part of the morning. Yeah, right, so fantastic. So next session we'll get a bit more wood chippery going on. Just, in fact, let's go over where I want to go. Do we... Oh, let's just do it. Yeah, we'll do more, you know, like much more, but just want to get this, because this was my main thing. Let's just get this last little bit done. We need to be going to the right. Yeah, so I'm going to say my words. Let's time lapse this last little leg. I'm not going to do anything more. They just actually do the just chopping the bits out. So I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. I'm going to overfill it again on some waste wood. I don't want to be doing that. So let's just empty this last little bit, and it's almost just one more tree. So yeah, it's then going to be a proper route through, and we're going to make a proper road. It just, well, I don't know why I've done that though. Is there anything worth doing at the back now? Because we were doing the grass, weren't we? That's what I did this for originally. Right, one last thing. We did say we'd do this, so let's buy some fields. And we are going to increase most of these to be a little bit bigger. That's what I'd like to do next. Yes. And field 3. We might, that's not a bad idea, we might take these trees out and see if we can flatten the ground a bit and make that into a fairly hefty field. It would be nice, actually. We wanted field 12. Well, weren't we going to do animals? No, we were going to do animals on this one. That's why we've saved our cash, wasn't it? Yep. And we're not having 8. We did say 10. 11 opposites. Yeah, we could do. Let's do that. We did say they're not very large fields, so yeah. I'm not sure about 9. I can't remember if that's. You can see it's not exactly dinted as badly. One thing I would like to do is obviously put the animals on. That's going to steal most of that land, and then we'll probably just do 3, 5, and that into one nice size field. Probably the biggest field we will have down this area. So we will be chopping this lot, and then we're going to put some trees down. I'd like to do like a hedge around, like all the way around there. That would be a nice way to sort of like shield us from the busy road there. Yeah, because this is all internal, isn't it? Whereas that's an external road leading to the outside world. So I think that's not a bad thing. Right, and I'm going to try, I'm not sure if I can do it next time, the unique field type so that I can have pallets, bigger pallets. I'm going to try to keep I'm going to use the existing designs though. So I normally do one design, but I'd like to keep all 3 pallets. It's 3 times as much work for myself, but you know, sometimes it's about the finish. I just like to do it professionally. Oh, they are professional. It's also easier. It looks a bit more realistic. You just put in the... Yeah, I suppose it is. It's true. I did it as a bit of a convention that just saves you having to do all... Because the other thing is, giants appreciate the fact that you try and make a mod small. So it's very important that your file size of your mod is not monstrously massive. No, we can go sort of sneak through. Again, this is another one I'd like to probably chop a couple of these down just to do this. To make a route where you're not going all the way around. Although, does that... No, it doesn't hurt. It's not like it's that much, really. No, we need to be on the right one. Right, so 200,000 litres. It's amazing. Yeah, I used to use the lumberjack mod, but it does a 5,000 litre limit per tree. Now some of these were 50,000 litres, so you're wasting such a lot. So that's why I've like thought, no, it's such a waste of a tree. So how many trees? I don't think it's many, but we're going to do a good sized hedge. So even if we'd chopped 100 trees, we're going to make a hedge going down there, I think. I mean, yes, we do own all that land, I think. Oh, no, we don't. Yeah, so forget that, because we can't do it. So we could do all the way down here. That'd be a bit, but I don't really think we've done that many trees, really. So let's have a look. This should tell us. Trees chopped. Worked hectares. Trees planted. Trees cut down 10. So we want 20. So 20 trees. It's going to be more, though, and especially if we are chopping the little forest down. Let's have one last look at that. This little forest in the middle. I'm sure it's bigger than it looks. So right behind us. How many trees are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Yes, rather a lot. That's going to be a lot of wood. But I do think it's true. It's not even that nasty. And we will do a thing. It's a shame we can't do that. Do we just allow, as in buy it, as I've done on other Let's Plays, just for the... We need to buy both. Yeah, what I'm trying to say is I'm not going to cheat or use this, but what I mean is in real life you would own this particular pack. Oh, I don't know. No, it's not that simple. Really? No, I don't suppose it is. Land deeds are a strange thing, so it can be as weird as it is. So I think we'll do what we said. We'll just plant a load of trees around our edge over here. Let's have a look. Where does it go? Oh, it does. Yeah, it could go all the way around the edge there, really. You know, like obviously leave the bits near the field, but then do a nice thing, and maybe across here, and maybe a bit there. Although I don't think we well, if that's 34 odd, that's 44 in total. That's 88 trees at least. So we'll do 100, definitely. And there's still a couple more that I'd like to cut, but not. Don't want to go mad. Only in the areas where we really need. Do I really want to do it? So yeah, that is the end of another session. All that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this very interesting map. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.